Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. As you all know, I am a perfect god among men who makes absolutely no mistakes whatsoever. Why? Because I have a crack team of researchers and scientists to make sure that every single solitary thing I put in my video is absolutely perfect. Not that I need them being the messiah that I am, but even I like to be sure that everything is absolutely perfect. What? What was that?
Hold it right there!
Ugh, it's my most obnoxious fan, douchey McNitpick.
I've watched every single one of your videos 37 times and have a shitload of mistakes that you should be hanged for! Hanged for!
Okay. As you probably guessed, I don't have a team of researchers and scientists to check over everything I do. It's all just me or the occasional onlooker. So, every once in a while I make one or two little mistakes.
35,670 to be exact!
Alright! So, to make up for all my little faults, what do you say we take a look back at all the times I messed something up?
Let's, Nostalgia Critic, let's!
So, sit back and enjoy this laundry list of my greatest failures. This is the top 11 Nostalgia Critic muck-ups.
It's fuck-ups, you fuck-up!
Thank you.
Everything you know is wrong. Black is white, up is down, and short is long. And everything is on what's just so important doesn't matter. Everything you know is wrong. Just forget the words and sing along. All you need to understand.
Number 11.
Everything you know is wrong.
The actors from Power Rangers didn't leave because of their race.
Although I sort of knew this to be true and was really making more of a joke about it, I said in my Power Rangers review that two of the actors left because the black boy was in a black suit and the Asian girl was in a yellow suit, which wasn't very PC. The actual leaving of the actors was not for that reason. In fact, the Red Ranger disappeared at this time as well. Why did they leave? I'm not really sure. Some say it was a money issue, others say it was because they weren't popular enough. I personally don't know. And to be honest, I don't really know why you need an excuse to leave the show. But the one that I gave wasn't it. However, I still think it was a little more than a coincidence that the black kid was put in a black suit and the Asian kid was put in a yellow suit. It's like giving a Mexican Power Ranger a sombrero. It just doesn't seem right. So again, apologies if anybody got the wrong idea.
You should be waterboarded in cow urine!
Shut up!
You shut up!
All you need to understand is
Number 10.
you know is wrong.
The Banshee isn't the scariest nostalgic moment, you friggin' idiot!
Again, thanks for the comment. Now, to be fair, this was the very first top 11 list I ever did, so it only makes sense that wouldn't be necessarily the best. I put the Banshee from Darby O'Gill and the Little People as number 1 because it really did scare the shit out of me. And still kinda does. I just wet myself right now, it's that scary. But the more I look at it, the more I realize it is a pretty cheap effect. If you didn't see the movie like a lot of people did, you didn't have any time to let the atmosphere build up, which I think is a big part of it. It probably would have been wiser to put Willy Wonka's Demon Tunnel at number 1 and then maybe throw the Wheelers in from Return to Oz in the other spot. But I don't care, I still find this bitch scary, even if no one else does. Still, I should have thought more about it and what would be universally scary as opposed to what just scares me. If I just went by what scares me, half the Pauly Shore movies would probably be on the list. Not one of my better picks, but just keep in mind that it was quite literally my first pick.
Stupid! You're so stupid! All you need to understand is
Number 9.
you know is wrong.
Why were you wearing eyeliner in the Superman countdown?
This is one of my more embarrassing fuck-ups. I actually filmed this review right after I filmed another certain sketch. A certain sketch that will never be named again.
Melvin, brother of the Joker. Melvin, brother of the Joker.
At least play a different song! So yeah, I thought I got all the makeup off from that sketch, but obviously a dozen emails saying I look like a goth drag show proves me wrong. So I had to do the whole review looking like a pussy, end of story. I mean, it's not like I walk around wearing other women's apparel all the time. Susie! Where did you get that?
From my deepest hate of you! I also have a picture of you kissing Divine and doing the can-can with Hitler. Look! He's doing the can-can with Hitler! I'm funny!
I really hate you.
All you need to understand is
Number 8.
you know is wrong.
Those weren't all Drew Strews on posters!
Yeah, it's pretty bad when a tribute to someone's work doesn't have a good chunk of their work. For example, this Star Wars poster wasn't his, and neither was this one for Follow That Bird. This and a couple others were actually done by Stephen Chorney, who is also a wonderful artist working in that same sort of Struzan style. In fact, I found out that he actually is often mistaken for Drew Struzan, so you can understand the mess up. It's good work though. If you don't know his stuff, definitely check out his website, it really kicks ass. With me saying it was Drew Struzan, however, it was just another one of my fuck-ups. But to be fair, Drew Struzan himself sent me an email, I'm dead serious about this, and said that most people that do interviews or stories about him always get the wrong posters. He also said, if anything, I was one of the closest he's ever seen to getting them all right. So,
You moron!
All you need to understand is
number 7.
you know is wrong.
The secret passageway in Baby's Kids isn't impossible.
Now this one I will always defend because I don't think I was wrong on this. If you don't remember the bit, here's how it went. Well, apparently going to the left side of the bookcase drops you off in one room, and going to the right side of the bookcase drops you off in another.
That's just impossible! I mean, think about it!
If a bookcase opens up, it spins around in a circle, so that means that there can only be one room, because if there's a wall separating the two rooms, the bookcase wouldn't open! Now, a lot of people have told me that it can open up and lead to two different rooms if the wall dividing the two rooms stops at just where the bookcase stops turning. True, but here's my argument. If the wall only goes that far, then technically you can just turn the bookcase back a bit and easily squeeze into the other room, meaning you're not just limited to where the bookcase leads you. The only way you couldn't get through this room is if you were the size of a hippo or something. And you're not. You're the size of a fucking little kid. So in my opinion, this still makes no sense. I fucked up? No.
You fucked up!
But to the credit of those who complained about this, I guess I could say that maybe I could have explained it a little better. And that technically can count as a fuck-up then. That's a horrible game anyway, so who gives a shit?
I do! If I can't trust an internet celebrity who watches cartoons and shouts obscenities, then who can I trust?
People with some expertise.
No!
All you need to understand is
Number 6.
you know is wrong.
There was a forklift in barbed wire, not a bulldozer!
Yes, this is one of my more obvious mistakes. You don't have to be a construction worker to know the difference between a goddamn bulldozer and a forklift. If for some reason I in fact did call the forklift a bulldozer. I don't know what I was thinking, it's so obviously a forklift. How could I get that wrong?